Hello, this is Wayne Rivers at the Family Business Institute. Thanks for tuning in. Click on our social media icons, please, and let us have the benefit of your comments. So this was in the news, May 21st of this year, Wealth Management Magazine. Tom Petty's family, the famous rock and roll guy, Tom Petty's family is battling over his estate. And these celebrity blow-ups, these dust-ups happen from time to time, and they always get in the news. They're always salacious, and people make a big sizzle. Well, why is this important to you? We're not celebrities. We don't have rock and roll bands. We don't have our cover pictures, our pictures on the covers of magazines or anything like that. So how does this relate to you? Well, we have 3 simple tips so that you can avoid the kind of stuff that's plaguing poor Tom Petty's family now. The stuff that they're going through is really unfortunate. So he had this language in his trust documents that referred to, quote, equal participation. And our estate planning expert said he's never seen that language in a trust or testamentary document before. It's really unclear what it means. And so what's happening now is the daughters of Tom Petty are suing the widow, and they're saying that they're not being treated fairly because this equal participation means something. And the widow's lawyers are saying, no, that's not what it means at all. It means this other thing. And they've got some big $5 million lawsuit and all the family trauma and drama that none of us want in the event of an untimely death. So what do you do then? What are the 3 tips so that you avoid this kind of foolishness with your own estate planning? Well, the first thing is get a great law firm and a great lawyer. My wife's granddad was super thrifty. Beyond thrifty. And he hated paying attorneys. He literally shopped around his hometown until he found the cheapest estate planning attorney he could find. That's all he cared about. I just don't want to pay attorney fees. Well, guess what? His estate ended up being a mess, and then it cost we had to hire good estate administration attorneys to sort out some of the mess that got created because of underfunding the talent going into it. So get a great law firm and a great lawyer. Get a team. You get your CPA involved. Get your financial planner involved. Get the benefit of the thinking of lots of people, and that's one way to avoid this kind of sloppy drafting is sloppy drafting. And there's some commonly accepted drafting that just seems to work over and over again. I think you're better off making an error on the kind of stuff that works over and over again. The second thing is treat your estate planning like you would treat any other business matter. Communicate. in the context of estate planning, you've got, in my case, for example, wife and children. Okay, well, they need to kind of know, my children are grown now, that they need to know what the documents say and all that kind of stuff. What are their roles going to be? What are the expectations going to be? Give them a copy, clearly stamped copy, to read, and so they'll either understand it or they won't. If they don't understand it, they can ask questions of you and the attorney. Get the attorney to help you explain all this stuff, because some of it is highly technical. Some of it might benefit from pictures or graphs or diagrams or something to help people understand. And then the third thing is don't use the mushroom strategy. How mushrooms you keep them in the dark and throw what on them, and that's how they grow. Well, don't use the mushroom strategy when it comes to your estate. I just don't understand this big secrecy thing that people have when it comes to their wills and trusts and all that stuff. Well, it's just another business and planning document. Why do people treat it like it has to be kept in a veil of secrecy? It's all mysterious. That's just foolish. It's just weird. Let your adults, the adults around you, be adults and share all this information with them. And the third tip is update the plan and communicate and recommunicate the plan periodically. Maybe about every 3 years or so would be a good interval. But I heard a man say once, you never really know people until you share an inheritance with them. and that's kind of a wise comment, because as long as Tom Petty was around as, if you will, the patriarch, I guess these questions didn't come up. Well, now he's gone. He's not around. He's not available to answer questions and mediate disputes, and things have turned awful. That's the last thing we want as our legacy, for our family to squabble over this money or this asset or trust or business or anything else. So don't do what Tom Petty did. Do these 3 tips, follow the 3 tips, and get it right the first time, communicate it, recommunicate it, and you'll avoid all of the squabbling and messiness that the poor Petty family is having to endure now. This is Wayne Rivers at the Family Business Institute. Thank you.